Hey everyone, Meg here from I Teach Stamping. Today we're going to be talking about the new ink pad style from Stampin' Up. So we'll talk about the old one, the new one, what makes them different, how, and all that good stuff. So let's first talk about what most people are noticing right away, and that's just going to be the size of it. It has a much slimmer profile. You'll notice it's a lot more narrow. The old style ink pad has these risers on the bottom to help it stand up on your table, and this one is just going to be flat except for these 4 little dots. So these aren't risers, these are, if we look at another one, we'll see in the lid it's got the indentation, and it's so that you can stack these on your work area. They're not going to lock into place like some of those food storage containers where the lids lock into each other, but they're just going to set and not rock, so you can stack them up and have less ink pads out at a time. All right, so that's the biggest difference right off the bat. Now let's go ahead and talk about how you open them. So let's do old first. So with the old style, you had to push and then flip and then lock it into place. With these, there's no pushing. So you want to think of it like opening a makeup compact. There's a little divot in the front. You put your thumb in there, lift up, flip all the way back, and then you'll be able to slide it into place. So once we have both of them open side by side, there's not a whole lot of difference. Let me turn it like this. There's not a whole lot of difference. Here's the new style. The ink pad is slightly shorter this direction, so it is a little bit smaller, but I haven't noticed a difference while I'm stamping. So then to close them, you just want to put your finger in that groove there and pull all the way out, flip, and lock it into place. So you will hear a click as it locks into place. All right, so now let's talk about some other fun things that you can do with it. And the first thing is going to be labeling. So I just have some very small craft tweezers, and there's 5 labels on here, which is awesome. So I'm going to take off the first one, and I'm going to put it on the side where my divot is. You can have whatever side being your front, but to me it just makes more sense to have it where that divot is. Get it in place and press it down. Now I'm going to take the one that is completely blank at the bottom. Set that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my ink pad and see this little well right here. Perfect place for this. As you're getting all your labels on there, you're probably going to wear some of the ink. I was doing this with blue the other day and totally smurfed myself. Okay, so now we have our labels done on those, but then what about our ink spots? Especially with the Stamparatus on the market, the ink spots are a lot more, people are using them a lot more. And then also we have our ink daubers. So we also have these other languages that I cannot read, but I'm pretty sure they all translate into Poppy Parade. But it doesn't mean we can't still use them. So what you can do is with this sponge dauber, because my label is kind of dark, I took just a piece of paper and stuck it around there, made my own little label so that now when I take this, I can stick it on there and actually see that color. If I wanted to go even more high tech, I could take an Avery label, print on there the name of it at the top, and then put that color underneath and just put the whole label on here rather than white. But for me, it's a red, it's close enough. And then for our ink spots, I just cut a little 1 by 1, I used a punch actually, of paper. Again, you can print on it and print the name before you stick it on there. And then you can take one of these extra labels and just trim it and stick it on there. You can also, depending on how you store your cardstock, you can use these little sections to help label everything. So just don't forget that the rest of them are on the bottom. All right, so we talked about labeling. Now here comes the next thing. A lot of people have gotten frustrated with these new style because with the old style, the lid was designed to be flexible so that you could squeeze. And a lot of people are saying, yeah, but you can't do that. If you will flip it over, you can. For some reason, if you're pushing down this direction, so I don't think I've done it on this one, let me check. Okay, so with the label up, if I try to press, I'm pressing down really good. I got a wee little bit. I bet you saw me pressing on this one before and look at the difference, and I wasn't pressing that hard. So if you'll flip them over and then squeeze, you'll get a lot more surface. So you can still do that. We're just flipping them upside down. See, look at that. So don't think that you can't. A lot of people are saying that you can't, but indeed you can. So those are just some changes with the new style ink pad. As far as how they perform, I can tell no difference. They're still the firm foam that we've all fallen in love with. That's a lot of F in that sentences. Firm foam that we've all fallen in love with, fallen in favor with. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed these tips. Again, I'm Meg from I Teach Stamping. If you want to see more tips like this, give me a thumbs up on this video. Be sure to share it with your friends. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. Have a great day.